Welcome to Crazy Television's Basics of Texas Hold'em. We're here with this week's host, California Chris.
California Chris, and welcome to our show. I'm going to go over the basics of Texas Hold'em. You may be wondering why somebody from California is teaching you how to play Texas Hold'em. Fact is, I'm wondering that myself. But all in all, the game is played in every state in the country and all four corners of the world, wherever they may be. Okay, we're going to talk about Texas Hold'em. We're going to go over a few of the basics, so let's get started. Okay, Texas Hold'em is a variation of 7-card stud. It has a few differences. Everybody gets 2 hole cards. Then there's going to be 5 community cards, which everybody can use to make their best 5-card hand. The first 3 cards are going to be called the flop. Then the next card is the turn. And the last card is going to be the river. Okay, I'm going to be focusing on tournament style, which means anybody can play and it's fair for everybody. You can't get bet off a hand by somebody because he's richer than you. So contrary to popular belief, this game can be played by just about anybody. A lot of games, there's a nominal fee and you'll get like 24,000 chips. Okay, and there's also free games online. Okay, these chips here, the red ones are going to be 100, the green ones are going to be 500, the black ones are 1,000, and the white ones are 5,000, the white ones are 5,000. So everyone has 24,000 chips. Okay, also different than 7-card stud. Instead of everybody anting in like 50 cents or a nominal beginning, we use what's called the small blind and big blind structure. Okay, the person 2 spots over from the dealer is called the big blind. So he's already got to pay $200 to see the flop, even before he sees his cards, hence the name blind. Small blind pays half of that. And when it comes to him, he can decide if he wants to pay. So this guy gets to see the flop unless somebody raises. Okay, now I'm going to go over a few of the rules, or what beats what. Obviously, if nobody has a pair or anything, the high card in the hand is going to win. Any ties, they'll split the pot. Higher than that is a pair, the highest pair, then 2 pairs. What beats that is 3 of a kind. Next higher than that is a straight, then a flush, then a straight flush, then a full house, then a straight flush. Okay, oh, and then a royal flush. Okay, at this time I'm going to introduce the players to you. You are seated right there, and you already know who you are. Kid Poker, he got that name because he started off with the older men and he was the young kid in the crowd. Amarillo Slim, as you might have guessed, he's from Amarillo. The Grinder was a late addition because we had to get rid of somebody else couldn't make it due to recent current events. Texas Dolly is famous for writing poker books based on power poker. And the Professor, I think you already know who that is. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to go ahead and deal out the first 2 cards. You're the dealer, so we're going to start off dealing in this direction. Okay, normally the first act is left to the dealer, but like I said earlier, he's already in for the small blind, he's already in for the big blind, so first to act, action is on this person, that's the Grinder. He's starting off with pocket aces, which is obviously the best 2 cards you could start off with. Normally this hand would call for a raise, but in this case, he's not going to raise, he's going to slow play because he doesn't want to give away the strength of his hand, so he's going to go ahead and pitch in the 2. Normally we put the 200 right in front of you and then push them all in when the pot is right, but in this example, I'm going to go ahead and put them in the middle. 8-9 of diamonds is attractive starting hand because they're suited and they're connected, and so he's got straight and flush possibilities. So he's in for the 200. Okay, this guy's got kings, which is the second strongest hand you can start off with. He's a little bit aggressive, he's going to raise, so he's going to bet 400. You've got 10 jack of diamonds, like I said earlier. Okay, for right now, we're going to go to commercial, and when we come back, we're going to see the flop.
I used to be tired all the time, especially at the end of a long work day. I used to try other energy drinks, but they just didn't last long enough. That's when I found 10-Hour Energy.
Formulated by a team of doctors, 10-Hour Energy is fortified with every vitamin and mineral from A to Z.
Achieve your goals and unlock your full potential with 10-Hour Energy.
With 10-Hour Energy, be alert, focused, energized, and ready to seize the day.
Been handy for these long poker tournaments. or studying. Okay, welcome back. I'm California Chris. We're going over some of the basics of Texas Hold'em. Everybody got their 2 cards. This person liked their 10 jack suited, so he's in for the 4. This person already paid 100. He's going to pay his other 300. This person's in for 400. He would normally raise here, but he's going to keep on slow playing. Sometimes that comes back to haunt you. Okay, next we have the first of the 3 community cards, and this is called the flop. So we're going to burn 1 and flop 3. So these are everybody's cards, and we're going to try to make the best 5-card hand. Okay, so we'll start over here in the small blind. He's got a pair of queens, and he flopped a queen, so he's pretty happy about it. He likes that. He's going to bet the rest of his reds. This guy's got jack queen too. He likes that he's got open-ended straight draw, which means if he were to get an ace or a 10, he'll fill up his straight. He wants to call, and he's going to hope for his. Pocket aces didn't like that flop, but he's not giving up yet. This person's in for all his reds. And you're going to go ahead and call because, well, I wanted to mention this guy actually got 3 kings, so he's feeling pretty good about that. And you've actually got 10, jack, queen, king of diamonds so far. So you have an open-ended straight flush draw. Any diamond will give you a flush, so you're looking good. Okay, so now we're going to go to the turn. So we'll burn 1. And the next card is an ace of clubs. Okay, this person still has 3 queens, so he's going to check. This person, when it's your turn, you can either check, raise, or fold. It's better not to fold if you didn't have to put any money in. Okay, this person filled up his straight. He likes it. He's going to go ahead and bet half of his greens. This person has 3 aces. He's in. This person still has 4 to a flush. And you don't want to fold a straight flush draw, so you're in. Okay, so now we're going to go to the river. And here's your burn. And it's an ace of diamonds. So when we look over here, we see that this person has 3 queens over 2 aces, which is a full house. He's going to bet all his greens. He likes it. This person only has a straight. But there's always like one crazy better in there, and he's going to try to make everybody else fold. So he's going to go ahead and bet all his greens and all his blacks. This person has 4 aces, so he thinks he's going to win. He's putting all his chips in. This person caught his flush. He's in. This person has 3 kings over 2 aces, which is very strong, so he's not going to fold that. Actually, he's going to raise. So he's got all his greens and blacks. You've got a straight flush. You're going to call. This person's in for all his blacks. There's usually one person. Okay, this guy's going to go all in, hoping that you're going to fold. And then when it came around to him, he thought he had the best hand, so he's going to bet his last 10,000. All the chips go in the pot. The last person that raised has to show their hand, which would be this one. He would normally be looking at his cards like this because obviously you don't want everyone to see what you have. And he's got 4 aces. So he turns over his 4 aces. Everybody else moans and groans. And he's getting ready to grab the chips and pull them over to him. But then when you turn yours over, the dealer notices that you got a straight flush, which is the highest hand you can get in poker. So you actually won the hand, and all these chips are yours. Wow. That was one of the most amazing hands I've ever seen. Just goes to show you that anyone can win, and you never know how the cards are going to fall. For tape of this show, go to www.KRZY.TV and tune in next week because we're going to go over another kind of game, which is sit and go with a limit, so you don't have to worry about losing all your money in one you don't have to worry about losing all your money. Anyway, sit and go. You can go and just play for $4 or $8 a hand and not have to worry about losing $20 all at once. Like I said, I'm California Chris, and this has been the basics of Texas Hold'em. And I want to thank my crew and everybody else involved in the production. And stay tuned next for Martha Stewart. She's going to show you how to make a shiv out of